My spiritual name is Debbie D.L. Carr. I took the Golden Bridge teacher training in 2013, graduated 2014. 3 years later, I can't believe it, I'm now a teacher at Golden Bridge, and I feel so honored to be able to do so.
Hi, my name is Rich, and my spiritual name is Darshanam. I'm a Kundalini yoga teacher here at Golden Bridge Yoga, New York City.
Satnam, everybody. My name is Carla, and I'm honored to be a teacher at Golden Bridge.
Hi, my name's Alan Walker. My spiritual name is Das Atma. What can I say? I love Kundalini yoga.
Hi, my name is Keisha, and I am director at Golden Bridge Yoga.
My first yoga class with Gurmukh at Golden Bridge was in Los Angeles in 2011, I believe. It was a New Year's Eve workshop, and I got there with a friend of mine. She brought me there. I had no idea what Kundalini yoga was or what to expect. So we get into place, there's like a couple hundred people. I'm wearing jeans and a long sleeve t-shirt, a long sleeve shirt, and I was not prepared at all for a yoga class. I thought it was like a potluck dinner for New Year's Eve. So we get in there, and before I know it, I'm chanting Om Namo Guru Dev Namo with a couple hundred people. We're doing a Kriya. I have my arms above my head. We're chanting Hallelujah. And it got me out of my shell. It got me out of my linear thinking in a way that was really nice for that evening. And I never forgot what that had felt like. The community. And on my way out the door, there was this woman, I haven't seen her since then, and her eyes were so shiny and bright. And she said goodbye to me, have a beautiful Happy New Year, in such a way that was so familiar, as if it was an old friend. And that is what I've always remembered and appreciated about Golden Bridge, is that you come here and meet people who you don't even, quote, know, but it feels like you've known them for your whole life in some ways. And they become a very important part of your life, especially in teacher training.
I'd had a spiritual practice for most of my adult life, but it wasn't until about 12, 13 years ago that I came across Kundalini. And shortly after doing it, I realized this is the practice I've been looking for.
I remember the first class that I ever took at Golden Bridge. We were just wandering around the area and came across Golden Bridge Yoga Studio. Amanbir, one of the great teachers at Golden Bridge, was running the class, and my wife and I, we'd done quite a lot of yoga, but no Kundalini yoga. We took Amanbir's class. We were totally exhausted after that first class, and we said, "Wow, what is this?" I think we, especially for me, it ignited a special energy. And I really felt a calling for the teachings and for the techniques.
Well, I first was introduced to Kundalini while working at a bar. I was a waitress, and my bartender started talking to me and teaching me different things that he was learning in his Kundalini training. And at that time in my life, I had no idea anything about yoga at all. I became aware of all these things that I had never thought about before. And just from that awareness, I started to pique my interest in what Kundalini could offer for me. So I signed up for classes at Golden Bridge. I got my 10-class pass and haven't looked back.
I did the teacher training this past year from 2016 to 2017. I gravitated towards the teacher training because I've been doing yoga for about 18 years. I'm a vinyasa teacher, and I wanted to explore the practice in a deeper way, more spiritual way. I love vinyasa for being very physical, but I found that Kundalini is much more in depth in terms of personal growth and working through a lot of blocks and past trauma that I have been dealing with for a number of years.
The first day I showed up, I sat next to a gentleman, and we didn't know each other, but in the morning, in the dark haziness of early morning sadhana, we were chanting together these mantras, we were doing yoga together, and we got a cup of tea afterwards. And since that day, almost 2 years later, I probably talk to him at least once every 2 weeks, just touch base and say hi. It's that type of friendship and that type of connection that is a consistent, even though you may not be in the studio, but you can take it with you in your outside life. That has really been one of the biggest advantages I felt like of teacher training. Plus the yoga, plus the meditations, plus just the ability to be dedicated and committed to your practice, and have had an experience where that's all you're doing all day is you're talking about yoga, you're breathing yoga, you're eating yoga, you're sleeping yoga, you're practicing yoga, you're immersed in it. And you take that experience and you draw it out to the rest of your life as you take it out and go out on the street and carry it with you. And that's what I love about the teacher training, is that it just didn't end when it was over. I brought it with me, and the people have still been in my life, which I feel is so important.
I was very fortunate to have not just myself enrolled in the teacher training, but also my husband. And it was a really unique and special experience for the both of us, because it's such an individual process of self-awareness and growth, but to be able to see reflected in your partner is a really powerful and special and unique experience, and I'm just so grateful that that was what we were able to share.
I remember actually asking Amanda before the teacher training, said, Amanda, what's your advice? And he said, Alan, bring a huge bag. You're going to learn so many techniques and concepts in the teacher training, way too many than you can use all at once. So I signed up, and to be honest, it was really better than my expectations. The one thing that resonated with me was that people used to tell me, if you do something on a regular daily basis, it's going to change your whole life. And really the teacher training set me on that path. I do sadhana every day. I travel quite a lot, so sometimes my routine gets disturbed, but as much as I can, I do sadhana every day, and the impact is huge. It really wakens you up, stimulates your awareness, makes you become more conscious, more connected, makes you a better person.
Not only do you increase your appreciation for your practice and be inspired to go deeper into the practice, you'll be making different life choices, healthier, more vibrant, and you'll find that you're leading a different life.
It has truly changed my life, and I know that sounds completely like cliche in many ways, but I have to say that one of the best things is that everything I thought it would be is exactly what it was. I got to process a whole lot of past pain, past struggles. You know, one of the biggest benefits of doing the training is that you can do it just for yourself, but then you can also do it to be able to share this beautiful science with people that you love, with friends and family. And if that feels good, then you can expand and start teaching even more people.
Kundalini, and specifically the Kundalini teacher training, has opened up my world, my consciousness, my awareness of myself. I continue to see the growth and everything that has come from that seed that got planted so many, 3 years ago.
That's one of the biggest advantages, and one of my personal experiences of teacher training was the people and the ability just to really show up and be committed for a really cozy environment upstairs in the room for once a month for a couple months. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, and you're ready to step up and you're ready to go into the deep soulfulness of yourself and really get inside and go down so you can get up with the spirit, soul and spirit, we would invite you to come to Golden Bridge Yoga's teacher training this fall. Find a new group of people, find your community, and get in touch with yourself and find your deep soulfulness.